we are not getting top four. And look, guys, I'm going to be completely honest. Throughout that whole game, it was a tough watch. I mean, that first half, I was quite positive. When it ended, I thought, okay, this is probably apart from the Palace game, one of the best halves we've seen under Rangnick. And the shameful thing is the way how we went from a 2-0 up to, look, that could have been 3-2, maybe even 4-2 at the end of that day. We got completely dominated in that second half. And look, let me start off with the first half. What did I think in the first half? Look, I thought definitely we looked great in that first half, particularly the first 35 minutes. Villa had that little spell in the last 10 minutes of the game where you saw them create a couple chances. De Gea made a fantastic save from, I think it was Buendia's header. Guys, that first half was good. You saw our fullbacks having a lot more time on the ball. You saw Telles a constant threat on that left-hand side. You saw the link up between Elanga and Telles. And what we saw as well in that time, a lot of the time in that first half, when we didn't have the ball, we still had control. What happened? We were playing a 4-1-4-1. Maybe you can even say a 4-5-1 at times, but it was mainly a 4-1-4-1. Matic slightly behind the midfield, Cavani slightly ahead, and we were packing up that midfield, and Villa were not able to get past the midfield. But what happened after is they started to target our fullbacks. Dalot was suspect at times, or we know Dalot's got a weakness defensively. Telles as well. Sometimes it was way too slow, and you saw Watkins. That you saw at times when he was getting into the box, Telles wasn't able to keep up with him. And Telles is not slow, but Watkins is a quick player, but Telles was not able to catch up with him, and it was a bit too slow to react. Same with Telles. Same with Dalot. And look, I'm actually really annoyed because at first half I was really positive with how we were playing. But even when Bruno scored that second goal, I wasn't completely satisfied. The way we just got dominated in that second half. And I think for 80% of that first half, we dominated the game. We had a lot of the ball. We created a couple chances. Elanga had a good couple of chances to score. I thought he had a good game when he was on. He wasn't able to finish his dinner. Bruno was looking good. Greenwood, I thought, was good as well at times. He was passing when he should. He was shooting when he should as well. He wasn't making any terrible decisions. I thought in the second half it started to change a bit. Greenwood was a bit more sloppy. Took too long on the ball, and then he got tackled. There was one time where Mings just caught up with him and managed to get the ball off him. Greenwood was in the box. It was a mess in that second half, and the fact that, look, 4-2-3-1 is clearly a more balanced formation for our squad, in my opinion. You might want to play Cavani and Ronaldo up front to have more of that goal threat, but clearly the width is a very important thing in our team. Even though I disagree with Greenwood playing on the wing, even Elanga at points, I think sometimes was a bit greedy, could have passed, but whatever. It was one of his games where he started, and you saw him shine at moments in the game, but. Look, clearly in this formation, I want to see Sancho start. Why is Rangnick not starting Sancho? Why is Van der Beek on the bench? Look, I thought at times Fred looked good, putting some good tackles, but Fred is the most inconsistent player at Man United. In one game, he'll play terribly well, but he'll play phenomenally during the game as well. He's the most inconsistent player. He got bullied. That second goal, the way Mings just went past Fred and Matic was... Sorry, the first goal. The way Mings just went past him. When Coutinho came on, he changed the game. He looked dangerous. You saw the passes he was doing. You saw how he almost scored once. It was just too much. It was too much. And players I want to talk about, I thought Elanga looked good. Greenwood looked good at times, especially in the first half. I thought Bruno looked good. And you saw that Bruno was getting... He was more of an attacking threat. And I thought Cavani was non-existent. This is the problem, though. Cavani... He wasn't getting any chances. And even when he did get the ball, I don't think Cavani was great. It was a couple of passes where he lost the ball. I didn't see him press as much, but we did see Bruno and Fred press. We did see a good, stable formation in that first half off the ball as well. We were playing a 4-1-4-1 off the ball. You saw that midfield in a good line, packed. And it was hard for Villa to get through our midfield. It was a packed midfield. And... Look, it's mad. It really upsets me how we go from 2-0 to 2-2. And look, that game, if we balance out the chances that each team had, look, we could have scored a good 4 goals. I think Elanga could have scored 1 or 2. There was a couple more I remember. I can't remember off the top. Greenwood had a good one in the first half as well. But then again, Villa had a few as well. Digne had a good one from when he had a shot. It might have been in the beginning of the second half. It's one of them ones where I love Dalot and Telles, and this is the thing as well. Dalot's attacking mindset and the way he plays and his style of his style as a player. He's good on the ball. He's got a good crossing. I still wanted to see him get forward more. Clearly, our game plan, especially in the first half, was to get forward and allow Telles to get forward. But we saw a lot of the time, Delors didn't go forward many times. He did not go forward many times. And I think I think defensively, Delors has gotten better. I think he was worse earlier on in the season, and even last season, or even at times in Milan when he was looking a bit shambolic defensively. He's definitely gotten better. But it will always be that thing of the agility. And I think even though Telles is similar, Telles, he needs to be quicker to react. And he's not slow, but, compared to Watkins and... Look, Ramsey he looked a threat throughout the whole game. Ramsey, he was a threat the whole game, and that first Villa goal was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal goal. The way they passed through each of our players. Matic couldn't get onto it. Fred was trying to get onto it. He couldn't get the ball off them, and they both got done out in the beginning from Mings when he made that run. So it was mad. It was mad, and constantly throughout the game, Fred was struggling to keep the ball. He kept losing the ball. And this is how much of a shame this is, because in that first half, I really thought we were going to batter them, and slowly they started to get into the game. Buendia got more into the game. When Coutinho came on, he changed the game. I mean, I don't even know what to say. We're not getting top four. That's all I'm saying. We're not getting top four, and it was just decision making. When Sancho came on as well, like, how many times did Sancho take too long on the ball? How many times he's trying to do a skill, and he done well at one point to get past one of the Villa players, but then he takes too long on the ball. He does too much on it, Sancho. And I know he wasn't on for long, so I can't really blame him or anything. But look, talking about Ranić, Van de Beek, why isn't he starting? You talk about in the last game, Van de Beek, we looked more controlled when he came on. We controlled the game more when Van de Beek came on in the last game. I mean, the fact he brings him on in the 87th minute, and he takes him on for Bruno as well. I fully expected Fred to come off. I wanted to see Matic and Van de Beek in that 4-2-3-1 system. Clearly, Fred was tired. You could see he ran a lot in that game, Fred. Sancho should have started from the beginning, in my opinion. And look, I would have started anyway. I know Greenwood had a decent game for the time he was on. I still think there's a lack of creativity at times. I think, look, the fact that Cavani doesn't get much service, you can talk about how Bruno gets more opportunities during the game. He got more opportunities, he got more license to get forward, and he created a bit more. But we didn't create nothing for our striker in Cavani. A lot of the time, the players who looked like they were going to score more was Elanga, Greenwood and Bruno. Cavani wasn't there. He was there, and he didn't get much service, and this is the problem. You need the balance in the squad. And look, when I first saw the lineup, I was quite shocked, to be completely honest with you. I know Ronnie's out, Wan-Bissaka was out, Rashford was out. But you need a balance. And I thought Elanga, even though Elanga and Greenwood were good, you need a balance. And I think that's always going to cost us games. They're going to cost us games because even though Sancho didn't start, we don't know how we would have played. But he definitely would have been more creative. He definitely would have put more crosses in the box that Cavani did not get any onto his head, never. And guys, I don't know what to say. Like, it's... Second half we got dominated. It wasn't close in the second half. When Bruno scored, I was like, okay, good goal, fantastic. But we were getting dominated, and you could just feel Villa were going to score. You could just feel it, and oh man, we are not getting top four. There's no way. I think we've got the same. I think at this point we've got the same games in hand with Arsenal. They're 3 points ahead of us. It's City beat Chelsea today 1-0. You see the difference, and I can't even lie. I think we did see some progression today in the first half, particularly, but defensively, the way we just got caught up in that first goal from Villa, the way Mings, a centre back, the way he just went past Fred and Matic was mad, and you saw that we couldn't get the ball off them. In that it was very quick from Villa. The passes were quick. That final shot off in the top corner, De Gea was never saving that. And that second goal, I mean, the cross, the way he just went past it, went past Delors, went past Varane, went past Lindelof. Guys, what can I say? Let me know what you think. It's a shambles. We're not getting top four. Just keep this in mind. We're not. Like, I've already kind of accepted it. We'll see what we do in the Champions League. I will maintain the opinion that we looked better today, mainly in the first half, but we're not getting top four. Guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.